What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back to do my 2019 Stanley Cup Playoffs Eastern and Western Conference Finals predictions. Now we are down to the final 4 teams to see which 2 teams will punch their ticket into this year's Stanley Cup Finals. So I am very excited to do my conference final predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now our record coming into the conference finals this year, after a not too bad second round, we went 2-2. So our overall playoff record is 3-9. Now even though we are not having our best year in these Stanley Cup playoffs, and we have been super kicked, Kamigoy, Destino, Rainmaker, One Winged Angel, I'm still happy doing these videos for you guys. Even though we didn't have a winning record this year, there's always room for improvement next year. So hopefully in this video we will finally get back on the winning track and finally get our first postseason winning record this year. Hopefully. Now, if you have not checked out my videos I put up on the channel this past week, definitely go check them out if you haven't. And as always, show your support on all of my videos and the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons and that notification bell, commenting your picks, your opinions, and representing your NHL teams in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, pick to go in if you're a huge NHL fan like myself, and you're ready for the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. Welcome to the Dangerous Lines. I'm JT Dangerous. Welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop whoop! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Starting off the Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, the Boston Bruins are coming off their 6-game series win over the Columbus Blue Jackets in the second round, and the Bruins are back in the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2012, and they're looking to punch their ticket back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 2010, and they're looking to bring another championship home to Boston. Now, players to look out for on this Bruins squad in the Eastern Conference Finals, players like Brad Marchand, 5 goals, 8 assists, David Pastrnak with 6 goals, 5 assists, Patrice Bergeron with 5 goals, 3 assists, David Krejci with 4 goals, 6 assists, Torrey Krug with a goal and 7 assists, and their fantastic goaltender Tuukka Rask with an 8-5 record. Then on your side, you have the Carolina Hurricanes coming off their 4-game sweep of the New York Islanders in the second round, and the Hurricanes are coming in, no pun intended, like a hurricane. And they are back in the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2008, and they're looking to punch their ticket back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 2005. Now, players to look out for on this Hurricane squad in the Eastern Conference Finals this year, players like Jacob Slavin with 12 assists, Warren Foegele with 5 goals, 4 assists, Jordan Staal with 4 goals, 5 assists, Sebastian Aho with 4 goals, 5 assists, Teuvo Teravainen with 6 goals, 3 assists, and Dougie Hamilton with 3 goals, 4 assists. So coming from me in this year's Eastern Conference Finals to see who will be representing the Eastern Conference in the Stanley Cup Finals. Will the magical Carolina Hurricane season continue, or will Boston put it to sleep once and for all? I see the series going 6, possibly 7, but coming from me, I think the Cinderella story ends here for Carolina. I am taking the Boston Bruins to defeat the Carolina Hurricanes to win the Eastern Conference and punch their ticket back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 2010. And now on to the Western Conference Finals, pitting the St. Louis Blues facing off against my San Jose Sharks. Now, this is a rematch of the 2015 Western Conference Finals where my Sharks defeated the St. Louis Blues to punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals 4 years ago. So this is the much anticipated rematch. Now, the St. Louis Blues are coming off their Game 7 double overtime victory over the Dallas Stars yesterday to make it back to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 4 years, and they're looking to punch their ticket to their very first Stanley Cup Finals in franchise history. Now, players to look out for on this Blues squad in the Western Conference Finals, players like Jaden Schwartz, 8 goals, 3 assists, Alex Pietrangelo, 2 goals, 9 assists, David Perron with 3 goals, 3 assists, Vladimir Tarasenko with 5 goals, Ryan O'Reilly with 2 goals, 7 assists, and their fantastic goaltender Jordan Binghamton. Then on your side, you have my San Jose Sharks coming off their Game 7 victory tonight over the Colorado Avalanche. And once again, the Sharks are back in the Western Conference Final for the first time in 4 years. And we're just a series win away from punching our ticket back to the Cup Finals in 4 years. And I cannot be prouder of my San Jose Sharks team this season. After fighting the Vegas Golden Knights in the first round and then getting it done tonight at the tank over the Colorado Avalanche, I cannot be prouder to be a Sharks fan with this Sharks squad this year. Now, players to look out for on my San Jose Sharks squad in the Western Conference Finals, players like Logan Couture, Tomas Hertl, Brett Burns, Erik Karlsson, Kevin Labanc, Joe Thornton, Evander Kane, Joe Pavelski, and there are fantastic goaltender because it is the game of Jones. He is Martin Jones. So, coming from me, in this year's Western Conference Finals to see who will be representing the Western Conference in this year's Stanley Cup Finals. The series will go 6, possibly another Game 7 with the Sharks. And with stress levels up to like 100 with these Game 7s with my favorite team, and anybody who knows, playing a Game 7 and your favorite team is in it is stressful enough. This series could definitely go 7 again. But coming from me, this channel supports the Sharks, and I support the Sharks 365, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I bleed teal. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking my San Jose Sharks to once again defeat the St. Louis Blues and punch their ticket back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in 4 years. So my Stanley Cup Finals will be the Boston Bruins facing off against my San Jose Sharks. And those are my Eastern and Western Conference Finals predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning the Eastern Conference Final between the Bruins and the Hurricanes, and who do you have winning the Western Conference Finals between the Sharks and the Blues? Let me know who you got winning those series and what is your potential Stanley Cup Finals. Let me know in the comment section below your picks and your opinions. And as always, represent your team in the comment section. Even if they didn't make the playoffs this year or got knocked out in the first round or second round, still represent them in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about them. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys next week for my Money in the Bank 2019 predictions and quite possibly my 2019 NBA playoffs, Eastern and Western Conference Finals predictions. Later days, guys, and peace. This is Sharks playoff territory.